It's a perfect video for us. Man, here we go. Here we fucking go. When will the woke slop ever end? I don't know, Andy. New Horizon Zero Dawn game. Let's fucking go. I already know the argument, baby. Y'all get ready for Nostradamus time? I say within 30 seconds, he's going to call something woke or gay.
How about you, but in 2026, I'm so glad there's no woke garbage in video games anymore.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds into this video.
And mercenaries gave me this command.
And I mean, we
Men being cucked? Wait, Andy.
definitely
Andy.
garbage in video games anymore.
And mercenaries gave me this command.
Andy, do you think a woman, I understand your wife left you and took the kids, but a woman looking a man in the eye and touching him doesn't mean cucked. I know women don't look at you this way. I understand that. But that doesn't mean that this guy's cucked. That doesn't mean this guy's cucked.
And I mean, we definitely don't have to deal with gay, communist, and
15 seconds. 5 seconds for woke, 15 seconds for gay. Come on. Come on. Pre-watched.
indoctrination in our childhood games now.
Take your students on an interactive journey to learn firsthand how leaders are.
He's calling it Minecraft White Man Bad DLC. This is about the civil rights movement. That is a white person right here. This is a white person right here. That's a white person right there. Emmeline Pankhurst, political activist. This is a white person. Oh, because it's a woman. Never mind. That's why he's mad. It's a woman. Because he said white man bad DLC. Oh my God, dude. Also, this is an educational mod for this is educational edition of Minecraft. Normal people can't even get this.
Fought for justice and human
This is for
rights.
schools.
Begin on the Edmund Pettus Bridge and march with John Lewis. Begin on the Edmund Pettus Bridge and march with John Lewis for voting rights. And join forces with Rosa Parks, who sparked the civil rights movement that Lewis carried forward.
And if there's one thing you can always count on, it's Jeff Keighley and his Gay Game Awards to only recommend the best games.
We will be guided and protected by the skies, and also our weapons.
AI make me a Jewish diversity slob shooter. Oh, Andy.
To those of you who actually thought a few companies going bankrupt would fix video games, all I have to say is, guys, I don't think we've fully grasped how mentally ill the people who work at these video game studios are. They would literally rather die than make the games we want them to make. These are the people running over federal agents and
wow. Andy, you hit new low. New low, Andy. Very new low for you. A very new low. You're going to use the literal murder of Renee Good to talk about video games? You're going to use this to talk about video games, Andy? Oh, new low.
Minnesota, they killed Charlie Kirk.
They killed Charlie Kirk. This guy right here, his belief systems were so fucked that people thought he was a groiper. This person helped get him caught. This person convinced him to turn himself in. This person has nothing to do with anything. This is a white man who killed Charlie Kirk. How does this relate to video games, Andy? What the fuck are you doing? You're not even good at being this conservative grifter. You don't have any sort of through line. People can tell you're just saying shit.
They're killing kids at schools. The left is completely insane. Guys, and this is why I've said again and again, all of these.
Imagine trying to be like The left is insane. This is why the Fable 4 game's gonna suck, you guys. Like, there's no logic here, Andy. And again, everyone knows you're using the Women's Day. Why do you think they're all wearing purple? What do you think is happening here? What do you think is happening here, Andy? Oh, he's so disingenuous.
These video game companies have to go out of business. New companies have to rise and replace them. That is the only solution to this. You can't change out the people. You can't change the culture.
He's so predictable. He's so predictable. Andy, we get it. Your wife left you. We understand that this Valentine's, you and Chibi Reviews are going to be drinking buddies. I get it. I understand that, okay? But your vendetta you have against white women is insane, man. It's insane. Anyone with the working brain cells can understand that you are taking photos from obvious Women's Days or women's celebration holidays in the industry and trying to make it like these are the people making the games. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. Because if there was a company that solely had women working out there in the gaming industry, everybody would know about them. Because they would most likely be touted as the female-only design company or dev company. Like, we know you're just lying.
They all have to be fired. We just have to start over. So in this video, we're going to do a deep dive on all of the woke games that I just showed you. And at the end, I'm going to suggest 3 much better based games from 20 years ago you can play. But first...
From 20 years ago. Oh, yeah. But first, here's a non-woke game.
I'm a mobile game guy, but it seems like a no-brainer to me to try to make a little bit of money for free while you're doing it. Today's...
Okay. So he's just... Okay. All right. Well, we don't support AndyPants. Cinematic trailer, and that's the Women's Day.
That the woke garbage would go away. But as I said earlier, guys, these are the people in the Minneapolis protests right now attacking cops and throwing Molotovs at cops.
First off, if they were the ones attacking ICE, that'd make everyone buy the game 100 times more because ICE is exceedingly unpopular. Secondly, it's so obvious that you just hate women. Like, he just hates women. He can't even keep this within the realm of the context he made this video in. These are the people who are fighting in Minneapolis. These people aren't even in Minneapolis.
These are the people in the Minneapolis protests right now attacking cops and throwing Molotovs at cops. These people are absolutely insane. And do you think that you're going to stop them by not buying their games anymore? They're just going to go to another company, start another indie studio. These people can...
Again, it's so insane that he doesn't know how anything works. He thinks, first off, it's so easy to start a company that if they were to all get fired from their jobs, they would just start another company. But also, he said earlier in this video, what needs to happen is for these companies to go out of business and for new companies to take over. But if he's saying that that won't stop them, then why would he make that point earlier in this video? He says that 3 minutes into this video, and then he says it, what, right here? A minute in.
You can't change out the people. You can't change the culture. They all have to be fired. We just have to start over. So in this video...
They all have to be fired. We have to start over. But then he also says this.
At cops, these people are absolutely insane. And do you think that you're going to stop them by not buying their games anymore? They're just going to go to another company, start another indie studio. These people cannot be stopped. All you can do is take away their jobs, fire them, and close their companies down. That's the only solution.
Do you understand how contradictory that is within that one statement? You have to fire them and get new people to start a company. But also, if you fire them, they'll just start another company. So the solution is to not play their games and fire them? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, just listen to this point, just right here.
Other indie studio people are absolutely insane. And do you think that you're going to stop them by not buying?
Do you think you're going to stop them by not buying their game?
Their games anymore? They're just going to go to another company.
They're just going to go to another company.
Start another indie studio. These people cannot be stopped. So what's the solution, Andy? All you can do is take away their jobs, fire them, and close their companies down. That's
what you just said wouldn't work. Like, he does my job for me. He just said that would not work. He stated that twice. In 3 minutes and 29 seconds, he said that twice. That doing the thing that he says to do would not resolve in the outcome that he wants, because they would just make another company. When I tell you guys that these people just want to make you mad and offer you nothing, in my Q&A video when someone's talking about what I define as a grifter, this is it. I literally said it's someone who is trying to sell you a fake solution to a problem that doesn't exist. Their solution to the problem is the problem they have a solution to. It's an Ouroboros.
the only solution. And so what we're talking about here is this new game, Horizon Hunters Gathering. It's a new mobile slop, Fortnite slop game developed exclusively.
Also, he says mobile slop. Was he not just pitching a mobile game right here? But now with mobile slop? Oh my God, dude. Oh, Andy. I mean, why do people sponsor you?
You can do is take away. And so what we're talking about here is this
Look,
new
why
game,
would they sponsor
Horizon
him?
Hunters Gathering. It's a new mobile slop, Fortnite slop game developed exclusively for the PS5. And guys, just to remind you again, Xbox is gay.
I know it's not mobile, but he's saying it's mobile slop, but he just been ad for a mobile game. Also, I think Andy's drunk.
But PlayStation is gayer. It is the gay station. And they are.
Oh, do you hear that?
But PlayStation is gayer. It is the gay. Mind you again,
That has audio?
Xbox is gay, but PlayStation is gayer. It is the gay.
Also, this segue is so funny because he goes like this.
Developed exclusive.
Like, he sounds like he's drinking. I think Andy's drunk.
For the PS5. And guys, just to remind you again, Xbox is gay, but PlayStation is gayer. It is the gay station. And they are
Andy,
all in on the LGBTQ slop. PlayStation loves the trans LGBTQ modern agenda garbage. And just looking at this game, I mean, it looks like Fortnite. The gameplay looks really, really uninteresting. And so let's get into it. But this is the team right here making the game. So this should tell you absolutely everything.
Andy, you've already shown us the team. You have already done this. You did this a minute ago in your video.
Everything you need to know about this. So if you watch the little trailer for the game, I thought it was interesting that the creative director here said, yes, we still love making single player games, but we had this long-standing dream to try to do something different. Yeah, bullshit, bud. I'm sure it had nothing to do with Sony telling you, hey, multiplayer games make a lot of money. We really need you to make a multiplayer game. So yeah, I just don't really like what dishonest liars these companies.
Okay, here's the thing I love that these people do. They do fan fiction, right? Let's say Sony was like, hey, we want a Horizon MMO game or Horizon live service game. Fine, let's say that point's true. That doesn't mean that A, they themselves also want to make this game, and B, that they still want to make single player games. Like, these aren't mutually exclusive. These aren't mutually exclusive like ideas. And then he gets mad at his own headcanon and says, I'm sick of this disingenuous bullshit. You have no evidence of what you are saying yourself. You are disingenuous here.
They're like, oh yeah, we just really wanted to make a multiplayer game. This was organic. We've always dreamed about it. Really, dude? You've always dreamed about making this game that looks like it was made by AI? It looks like you said, oh, Fortnite, but in the Horizon, the Horizon Zero Dawn universe.
He's super drunk, by the way. He's super fucking drunk. I can tell. I can tell he's drunk. Also, he keeps abusing looks like made like AI. No, it doesn't. This doesn't look like AI at all.
Go ahead and make it, bro. It looks like an AI game. It looks terrible. So yeah, it's as simple as that. Multiplayer games make more money.
It's as simple as that.
And just like with Concord and Fair Games and all the other slots.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm pausing a lot, but you guys can hear it in his voice that he's clearly drinking, right? Like he has all the telltale signs of someone who's inebriated. Like he does the whole like, anyways, like this is like a Rick and Morty bit. Like really just don't listen to his words. Listen to his voice right here.
Player games make more money. And just like with Concord and Fair Games and all the other slop, Sony put a gun to your head and said, you need to make this game. But the art style, like I said, it's just Fortnite, dude. This game looks 10 years old, man. I can't imagine what tiny minority of people care about playing this game at all.
What a dumb comparison. First, oh my God, I can't speak. First and foremost, Jesus Christ. God, am I drinking? I wish. Fortnite's still going on right now. Like Fortnite's still very popular. But to say that no one cares about that art style is dumb. Secondly, this is more like Dauntless than Fortnite. Third of all, the point that you're making is so non-important because all you're saying is that you don't like how it looks and you have nothing of substance to say besides that. Looks like Fortnite, one of the most popular games of all time. That's your dig?
Now they slimmed down. They learned a little bit of their lesson. They slimmed down Aloy. They made her look less fat and terrible. But guys, does anybody like this dude? Elron or whatever his name is from Horizon? Like, I mean, he's a white guy, so I guess I should be excited, but the character just sucks, dude. And it's because the whole studio has always been woke. I remember back in 2017 when this gay-ass homo game even came out, I was like, the game sucks, dude. It's just Assassin's Creed. That's all it is. It's
so he's never played this game, right? There was nothing about Horizon Zero Dawn that is anything like Assassin's Creed. That's insane. Also, he's trying to do the whole white man bad part here, but he just said there's a white guy here and he's not the bad guy.
Literally just Assassin's Creed. The other thing here is, and on the right here, this is Bleeding Edge, which came out exclusively on the Xbox. And it's like, guys, it's been 6 years and we've learned absolutely nothing. People want to look at beautiful, hot women. They don't want to look at fat tubs of lard from Walmart, like on the left and the right here. Like, why would you take the ugliest, fattest creature in existence and put her on the front of your game?
You are projecting,
going back
buddy.
To all these 90s kids who were raised on Disney with Jewish subversive slop.
He is trying so hard. He is trying so hard to be edgy. And I'm going to be anti-Semitic and I'm drunk and I'm going to say white people were taught to hate themselves in the 90s by posting fucking Fern Gully?
It's another white man bad game, guys. It's
Fern Gully is not even Disney. Fern Gully is not even a Disney film. Like that's mistake number one. Mistake number two, Fern Gully isn't a white man bad movie. The main character is a white guy who is the hero. You also just said there was a white guy in this game. This game is about ostensibly hunting robots. How is this white man bad?
I'm going to do a video about this, but in the 90s and the 2000s,
I'm sure you are.
Disney and the Jews at Disney were pushing this diversity. And
yeah, dude, in the 90s, in the fucking 90s, my favorite 90s movie, Avatar. My favorite 90s movie from Disney is Avatar. You know, the not Disney movie from the not 90s, as the poster says, 2009.
Anti-white hatred, and it has become so internalized in society that it's totally fine to have a Black History Month, but you can't have a White History Month.
Oh, wow. He pulled that one out. You can't have a White History Month. You guys have every month. What are you talking about? What's white history? What is something that's so what part of whiteness in history has been erased? What things have white people done that's been erased? Andy, Like, what do you not know about white people history as far as America goes? We get 1 month and like a unit in books. White people get everything else. Like, this is such baby. Why do you guys have BET but we don't have white entertainment television? Like, this is literally his argument.
You can't have White Appreciation Day. You can't have any of that stuff. And it's not fair, dude. It's so wrong. And
he's such a baby. God, no wonder your wife left you. Black power is great. White power is wrong. Yeah, dude, because white power is the fucking KKK.
It's so fucking evil. But people don't see the hypocrisy in that because they've been brainwashed by Disney. They've been brainwashed by American media the past 20 years. So, guys, if you actually got all the way through Horizon Zero Dawn 2, props to you. Props for all the tribal Native American pagan shit-eating garbage that was in that game.
Jesus Christ. And now you're just finding random ethnic groups to go after? My God, this is getting desperate, dude.
But like, this was on the left here. This was Sony. This was like a desktop background they made. Bro, all you had to do was make Aloy look like this, bro. That's all you had to do, Sony. But you went this route, and
yeah,
obviously
Sony,
the PlayStation's not going out of business.
Oh, that's right, Sony. All you had to do is make Aloy look like that. You would have had a successful franchise, Sony. If you could make Aloy look like that, you could have sold over 40 million total units for your franchise. Oh man, if only you listened to AndyPants, the guy who put CSAM with his daughter in his video game and lost custody. If only you would listen to that guy, your game would have sold more. It would have been a success. Oh man,
Xbox is going to go out of business, but it's just like, bro, nobody's going to buy this game. No one buys Horizon. This game. Nobody wants Horizon Zero Dawn Hunter's Gathering, whatever. So moving on to the Minecraft thing.
What the fuck was that editing? What was that editing?
Horizon Zero Dawn Hunter's Gathering, whatever. So moving.
He's drunk. Like he's drunk. And Aloy looks fine. Like Aloy looks fine. If you guys have saw my video when I was talking about how white supremacy is ruining discourse, one thing I touched on was the yellow fever, the Orientalism or exoticism aspect of it, where they always want every character to look as close to Asian as possible because they view Asian women as a whole as submissive so they can be controlled. And he just proved my point right there by saying you should have made Aloy look like an Asian woman. So then I can, control her.
Moving on to the Minecraft thing that I showed you earlier, the Minecraft thing. And people online are like, what the fuck is this? What is this Minecraft good trouble indoctrination? Let me just be absolutely clear here. I have no issue with the civil rights movement, and I agree.
Oh, this butt coming is about to be so big. It's about to be so big that it's going to put every BBL to shame, okay? This is how big this butt's about to be.
I agree Black people needed equal rights and equal treatment.
Needed. He's going to talk about past tense.
In America, that was an important issue and it needed to happen. Your gears should be turning here when you ask, but why is a game talking about this? Because, guys, we know these people don't actually give a shit about Black people. So why? So let's put our thinking caps on here.
Why do you know that they don't give a shit about Black people? This isn't even new content. This wasn't even from this year. This is like Minecraft education, November 13th, 2020. This isn't even new. This is from, at the very least, 5 years ago. This is 5 years old. Oh, wait. I want to add context. The Minecraft education DLC was added in 2017. So it's even older than that. You look at something 9 years old.
Why would a video game be talking about this specific issue? Because this is what the evil LGBTQ mafia likes to say. They like to say stuff like this.
Yes, because famously, there are no Black people who are LGBTQ.
They look over at Black people and they say, we're just like you. And I hope every Black person says, nah, you're not. And do you know what the difference is for these evil people? The LGBTQ people choose to be freaks. And Black people did not choose their skin color.
So here's why I'm gonna be mean right now. You fucking dumbass. You are saying that LGBTQ people are freaks. They are not. But you're also saying that black people didn't choose that. Hey, I see a nigger right here. Do you guys see a black person right here? Do you see a black person right here, right in the middle? Do you see this black person? Do you see this black person right here? Who he says, so what? And is this person not black? Is this person not black? LGBTQ people choose to be freaks. Black people don't choose their skin color. So this person is choosing to be a freak? And oh my God, you guys, how dare they read to children? How dare they read to children? The agenda of drag queens to make children literate, it cannot continue.
You did not choose the skin color that was given to you by God. It's not your choice, and therefore you deserve equal rights and equal protection under the law. But something that you chose, like you chose to diddle kids, you chose to chop your own dick off, you chose to be a weirdo, and you shouldn't have equal protection under the law for something that...
Again, because I know my audience isn't stupid, but this might get outside my audience. The assumption, which is hilarious considering the fact that we just watched the video about Nux Taku, but the assumption that trans people are pedophiles is so insane when you look at the numbers. If you look at the fucking scoreboard, look at that Epstein files, for example. There was not a single trans person who was committing any sort of illicit acts. There were trans people who were being assaulted in the files. Trans people experienced sexual assault at a much, much higher rate. Trans women experience sexual assault at a much, much, much higher rate than literally anyone else. Doubly so if they're a person of color. So for you to sit here and to go, you didn't choose to be a pedophile, you didn't choose laws, and you don't deserve to have equal rights. Andy, I mean this with the most sincerest part of my soul. Go fuck yourself, you piece of unmitigated shit.
You chose because nobody cares. Like, look, I don't care what these people do in their free time. I literally don't care, but don't involve the government. Don't make us recognize it because we're Christians and we think it's disgusting. But guys, just to ladder
Jesus
up here
Christ.
to Microsoft, let's also start asking,
he's gonna be, and here we reach the full-on anti-Semitic portion of the video, correct?
Why would Microsoft, a $1 trillion company be pushing this slop? And this is where we're getting to, because like I said, gay people and trans people and all the weirdos, they want to be viewed the way black people were in the 60s. They want to say, we're oppressed, we're a minority, we need equal protection under the law for our degeneracy. But really what it's about, and a lot of people have rightly asked, hey, why don't you guys go to nursing homes and read stories?
Because people in nursing homes know how to read, you fucking moron.
No, dude. They want to molest kids. Yeah, and I dare one of you guys to come near my kids. But yeah, guys.
Bitch, you can't come near one of your kids.
This is what it's really about. We need the right to molest kids. This is what they're petitioning for.
You know who's petitioning to lower the age of consent? Republicans. GOP lawmakers from the U.S. have opposed raising the marriage age, which some arguing child marriage bans would encourage abortion. Holly Thomas Rader was a sophomore when she dropped out of high school and married her 21-year-old boyfriend. When you're a sophomore in high school, you are at most 16 years old. Uh-oh. For the second year in a row, Republican lawmakers in Pierre failed to end child marriage in our state. Senate Republicans said that this is about criminalizing marriage. Senator John Carley said that this would mean that South Dakota will condone hooking up. Senator Michaela Voyeta said she has several family members who were under 18 when they were married. Tom says that marriage helps young men mature and become fathers. And what would the bill do? The bill would remove the section of law that allows 16 to 17-year-olds to marry if they have approval of the parent. Ooh, this is a bill to protect children, especially girls who are victimized through trafficking. I don't see any trans people. I do see someone with a pride flag on their table, Minority Whip Kaden Whitman, and she says I am deeply disappointed in South Dakota's Senate's decision to kill SB 156, a bill that would have raised the minimum age of marriage to age 18. Child marriage is non-traditional to be upheld. It is a legal loophole that puts vulnerable young people at risk. By refusing to pass legislation, our state has once again failed to protect children from coercion, abuse, and lifelong consequences of being forced into adult responsibilities too soon. We owe it to our youth to ensure that they have the opportunity to grow. Doesn't sound like trans people. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Missouri, 2024. They stopped the bill that stopped a loophole. Tennessee, House members could have bill that would have banned child marriage. 2023, some Republicans voted against a package of bills to ban child marriage. Idaho, a bill that raised the marriage age to 18. Wait, to 18? To 18? What the fuck? Wait, what's the... Wait, whoa. Marriage age in Idaho? You're going to be 18. However, they can be 16 or 17. Man, but yeah, Andy, it's definitely trans people and queer people who want to lower the age of consent to recognition of pedophiles' sexual orientation. That's them. Even though the pedophiles are in the government right now.
Or this is what they're going for. They want to lower the age of consent because they're pedophiles. And to zoom out even more, bro, it's because of Bill Gates. He's a known pedophile. He's a known globalist. All this stuff came out about him at the Epstein Island. It's because they're all...
How do you mention Epstein Island and Bill Gates, which fuck Bill Gates, but then you go, but this is because gay people want to lower the age of consent?
Pedophiles, Microsoft, the gay agenda, they're all pedophiles. They're all sacrificing children to their god, Satan. Satan is their god. They're on Epstein's Island.
This is delusion.
An entire evil
delusion
network of cannibalism, child sacrifice, and child pedophilia, bro. It gets so dark.
Child pedophilia, not to be confused with adult pedophilia. Fucking idiot.
Read the Epstein files. This was another random thing that just came up recently. Anderson Cooper on the news show. I don't know how this got into my feed, but here's him in probably the 60s or the 70s with his mother, and they have a painting, a satanic painting of Jesus being sacrificed and a child being sacrificed. Bro, these people are evil.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. A picture of Jesus being sacrificed. That's something Christians would never right here. Ever, right? Being sacrificed or anything. They wouldn't build a whole religion around this particular moment, would they have? Also, let's just see if we can find it. Anderson Cooper picture with mom and Jesus. I don't know if yeah. I want to see what the context about this be. Let me make sure I can show us on my stream. I want to see what the context behind this is, though. It is a depiction of Our Lady in Solitude, which is in a basilica, if I'm not wrong. It has nothing to do with the cult. So look at this. Look at this, right? You see this? And then you see this. You see this? And then you see this. This looks like, you see this head right here? That's supposed to be this. So again, Mr. Super Religious Christian doesn't even recognize his own iconography. Unbelievable.
Dog. And it all comes from here. This is their flag. You know how in the Bible it says that everybody's going to take a symbol on them in the new economy that allows them to do. And
he mentions the Bible and doesn't understand.
I'm starting to wonder if this is that symbol. This is that because it represents pure fucking evil, dude. These people are so evil. So, guys, just want to show a couple more games here. This was High Guard. It just came out last week or a week or two ago. Jeff Keighley was shilling hard for this game at the Game Awards, and it's become so clear that the dude doesn't recommend games because they're good anymore. He recommends them because they paid him. Bro probably
They didn't pay him, though. They didn't pay him. Jeff Keighley and both Wildlight and Jeff Keighley confirmed that they didn't pay him. In fact, Jeff Keighley liked the game so much, he decided to put it on at the end of his show. They didn't pay him.
Got $10 million for talking about this game and putting it right at the end of the show. And it's like, Jeff, congratulations.
That is something you could just look up. Sportsman journalists like Paul Tassi indicate that Wildlight and Tim did not pay for the high-profile final grand finale spot for Highguard at the Game Awards. Despite intense speculation and criticism regarding the game, Jeff Keighley explicitly stated he had no financial stake in the game, responding to allegations with absolutely not. And sure, you could not believe him, but also, why would he pay? Why would they? Of course, did not pay him fucking $10 million to do that. What? And let's say they did get paid. They did pay him money. So did then everyone else in the Game Awards, right? So did Larian. So did Mega Man. So did Control. So did Remedy. They all paid him $10 million to show their game too. So what would be the difference with that? Like if Jeff got paid by Wildlight to show off Highguard, then you would just say he's shilling them and like he's shilling everyone else. But the fact that he gave Highguard special attention would actually prove to the fact that he probably most likely did not get paid by them. Because if he had got paid by them, then why would he have gassed up Larian and Remedy the same way? Right? Because they're also paying customers. And then they would not pay to play in his next award show. That would lose him money.
Congratulations, you got money for your summer house. You're going to have a great retirement. But dude, this game is AI slop. It looks like AI.
There we go again.
Shooter, and it's just an absolutely terrible game. But
he's so bad at being descriptive that he's just like, it looks like an AI shooter. You know what that means, right? You know what AI shooter looks like, right? I can't even compare it to a game, but you know what game I'm talking about, right?
What's even more interesting about this is that they believe that they are entitled to your money regardless of the quality of their game. And so this is a Kotaku article that said,
nope, let's read it, because we do not trust anything that this liar puts out. Highguard dev just lost his job, caused hot toxic online reaction. A former artist Wildlight says Highguard's team of passionate developers deserve better than this. Josh Sobel, who was formerly a tech artist and rigger on live series Highguard, posted a lengthy eye-opening blog about his time working on a free-to-play FPS that struggled since launching last month on consoles and PC. Sobel also talks about the responses they got after its reveal and harassment he suffered. On February 12th, Sobel, a former Wildlight Entertainment developer who worked on Highguard for 2.5 years, shared a post on Twitter containing thoughts he has been wanting to share for a while. In the post, titled "Reflecting on my first game," Sobel reveals that the day leading up to Highguard's big reveal at the 2025 Game Awards was amongst the most exciting in his life. The future seemed bright, added the developer. However, shortly after its reveal in December, it became clear that wasn't the case. Then the trailer came out, and it was all downhill from there. The hate started immediately. In addition to dogpiling on the trailer, I personally came under fire due to my naivete on Twitter, which almost all of my now former coworkers had learned to avoid during their previous game launches. After setting my Twitter account to private to protect my sanity, many content creators made videos and posts about me and my cowardice, amassing millions of views and inadvertently sending hundreds of angry gamers into my replies. They laughed at me for being proud of the game, told me to get out the McDonald's applications, and mocked me for listing having autism in my bio, which they seemed to think was evidence the game would be woke trash. All this was very emotionally taxing. Yes, of course that would be. Because like I stated in my own video, when I said that they needed Highguard to fail, there was already a massive hate campaign against this game that is irrefutable. Regardless of the outcome, there were people who automatically hated this game just on the outset of it being the last game at the Game Awards. Within minutes, it was decided that this game was on arrival and creators now had free rage bait content for a month. Every one of our videos on social media got downvoted to hell. Comment sections were flooded with copy-paste meme phrases such as Concord 2 and Titanfall 3 died for this. At launch, we received over 14,000 review bombs from users with less than an hour of playtime. Many didn't even finish the required tutorial. And again, hold on. Even if Highguard had a rocky launch, our independent, self-published, dev-led studio full of passionate people just trying to make a fun game with zero AI and zero corporate oversight deserve better than this, said Sobel. We deserve the bare minimum for not having our downfall be gleefully manifested. And of course, this will be misinterpreted. This will be misinterpreted. And you know it's going to be misinterpreted as, by not just Andy, but a lot of people, it's going to be misinterpreted as These devs wanted your money and gave you a shitty product. They couldn't handle it. They thought people actually wanted this. Oh my God, this is so bad. And then people like me who go, it's fucking insane for you to have such a hate boner against the game for the simple crime of being released or teased at the end of an award show. Like, if you weren't interested in it, don't play it. I've said that multiple times. I didn't play High Guard. I wasn't really interested in it. I'm not really interested in hero shooting games to begin with. I might try Overwatch again because everyone's playing it again and it looks kind of fun now. But I'm not interested really in those games. So you know what I didn't do? I didn't make countless videos talking about the game's failure or its numbers or anything like that. I didn't even do that about games that I personally don't like. I might talk about a particular game once or twice or use it for an example, but that's it. But these people do this shit for content and they don't give a fuck about the actual ramifications it has. Games are good, games are bad. Game succeeds, games fail. That's always been the case. But going after this guy because he has autism and saying the game was going to be woke because he's autistic, like, you guys are so fucking annoyingly dumb.
Said High Guard dev who just lost his job calls out toxic online reaction. See, guys, you're being toxic when you call a game bad. What? Yes,
and exactly what I said I was going to do. Exactly what I said I was going to do. Flatten out to just say, no, you guys are calling a game bad and they don't like that. That's not what happened.
The Jewish industrial complex thinks that you need to do, you have to praise games at all times. Every slop that comes down your piggy chute, you have to praise it and eat it and just consume it. And you're going to get called out for toxicity every time you say, no, this is fucking retarded.
Yes, because that's exactly what happened. Andy, you're so smart and you're so right. Your wife's going to come back any day, man. She's going to see this video and go, damn, I missed out. I miss his conversations when he would randomly talk about the Jewish conspiracy and how they're destroying video games. I missed that about you, Andy. Don't worry, dude. Keep posting these videos. She's gonna come back.
Former artist at Wildlight says High Guard and its team of passionate devs deserved better than this. Bud, your game was trash. It sucked. I don't care what color you are, dude. The game blew. And this is them talking about the feedback they were getting on the game. But I would ask, who were you getting this feedback from? People who are already paid to say the game was good? This is lightning in a bottle. I trust this team wholeheartedly. If there's one project nobody in the industry is worried will fail, it's yours. This has mainstream hit written all over it. There's no way this will flop. I could play this.
Now, do you think Andy will show you where he got those quotes from? Or nah? I'm going to say nah. He won't show you where he got the quote from.
This game all day. They never even had a closed beta. No, you know what they were thinking? They got some investors and they dropped $10 or $20 million for like a spot at the Game Awards. And they thought that would fix all of the obvious problems with their game. But guys, do you see this is entitlement.
What the fuck does this mean? The old video game industry is dying and they hate it. What?
Problems with their game. But guys, do you see this is entitlement. This is the definition of entitlement.
It's actually
just
not.
Because I made some slop, you have to play it. But that's not how it works anymore. Just because you have a camera, you're not a photographer. Just because you have a paintbrush, you're not a freaking artist, dude.
And just because you have a YouTube channel doesn't mean you're a fucking critic, clearly. Oh my God, dude. You make no points ever.
Dude, you're trash. Leave the industry. You suck at this and you failed, and move on. So this game, it did have some LGBTQ stuff in it, but it was more just because the game sucked and they should have gotten out of the industry. But guys, moving on here.
What the fuck? What? Clearly drunk. Why add that little aside? This game had LGBT stuff in it, but like what?
We have to talk. So this game, it had a big PS5 trailer, coming out on the gay station. It was a lesbian with just like the ugliest haircut ever. And I think they're insinuating that like this lesbian is the knight and she's saving the maiden on the right. And it's like,
I like how he says he thinks he's just watch the trailer. You clearly got this from the trailer. Did you not understand the trailer? Andy, the trailer was very simple.
Guys, why would you take a lesbian character and make her a knight? Like, do y'all want to know what happened to gay people in the medieval era? I mean, all you have to do is watch Braveheart to find out what happened to them.
Ah, yes, Braveheart. The only historical film that takes place in a completely different fucking country than where this game takes place. Dude, like, I had this on my TikTok. And people like, do you know what happened to gay people in medieval times? It wasn't a universal thing. Like, that's the one thing I hated about the way we look at history. We look at one particular region and go, this is how the whole world was. There have been gay people for fucking ever. For literally forever.
It was not common. They got thrown out of windows. So, and they definitely got thrown out of windows in 1348. So yeah, guys, this game looks ridiculous. And if you want to see the truth about a game, first you'll notice Sony and Xbox always turn the comments off. But if they have the comments on, the YouTube comments are glorious. Modern audience will surely.
I like how he says as if the YouTube comments are not completely fucking unmoderated for the most part for auto mod. And yeah, dude, 3 comments
show up this time. Trust. Simple Jack, is that you? You remember Simple Jack's haircut at Tropic Thunder?
Yes, dumbass. That's why they made the reference. You don't even. Oh my god.
Missed opportunity not to name the MC Sir Lesbia-Lot the Scissor.
Great comedy.
Dude, YouTube comments never fail. They always show the true reality of the situation. So
then why did you only show 3?
Terrible idea for a game. But here's what's cool.
He talks about nothing about the game. I love that. I love that so much. I love that so much. I love that so much. He talks nothing of the game. Nothing of the game. What a terrible idea for the game. The game that you have no idea what it's about. You have no idea what this game about. He has no idea what it's about.
Cool is these guys, I don't even have the name of the developer. Almost at the same time, this developer revealed their game, and it's called Knight's Path.
You don't think he could take the 2 seconds to just do this? These guys right here. I'm not even gonna play this game, and I'm doing more work than he is. This is the game that he supposedly is gonna big ups and play. Can't even be bothered to show you who are the creators of the game. Can't even bother to show you the creators of the game. And the other game is called Ex Voto, by the way. 1340 Ex Voto comes out March 12th, which is set in Italy. So him bringing up Braveheart makes no fucking sense.
And bro, you're a dude, and it looks like Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. It's if you go back to old original Kingdom Come Deliverance, not the homosexual second one with all the gay characters in it.
The one gay character, by the way. Also, what he's admitting is that this game has no visual style of its own. He's saying this game has no visual style of its own. And that's why it's cool, because it looks like another game I could play.
Just go back to KCD1. That's what we're talking about here. Knight's Path, a Holy Roman Empire-inspired action RPG, faces criticism after developers called LGBTQ representation a modern agenda, despite having fantasy elements and modern makeup. Do you hear that, dude? Cope? They're like, oh yeah, well you have you're making it on a computer, so maybe it is a modern game. Like, yeah.
That's not what they fucking said at all. Oh my god, that's not what they said at all. You can't even make. God damn, are you this dumb? You gotta be drunk, bro. You gotta be drunk, Andy. You're drinking alone, and you just hit record. They didn't say that.
Yeah, bud. Nice try. So
he can't even defend. He can't even defend this.
You're making it on a computer, so maybe it is a modern game. Like,
that's not like he can't. He can't even defend this point because this person got him. This person got him. They said, based off a Holy Empire, faces criticism that developers called LGBTQ rep a modern agenda despite having fantasy elements and modern makeup. He can't counter these claims, so he makes up a literal straw man and goes for that.
Yeah, bud. Nice try. So the seething, the coping and the seething and the malding that was happening from the LGBTQ degenerates was truly on a next level.
So then show it, Andy. If it was truly next level, which means there was a lot happening, then show it. Show your audience the malding
level. And Knight's Path responded with this: "We care about gaming and fun, not modern agendas."
That's not what happened. If you guys saw my video, I say this a lot, but go watch my video. I said I don't want developers to keep doing this or whatever. What they're responding to was a simple question, not even a question, a statement. It just says, "I hope you have LGBT relationships." That's it. That's all. It's actually, no. Let's see what it says. This person wrote, "I hope you'll have some LGBTQ rep in the game." That's it. That's it. That's literally all they said. And their response was, we care about gaming and not gaming and fun, not modern agendas." Like, that's it. That's all the question they said. They didn't even answer the question. They could have just said, "Unfortunately, there won't be." And the person said, "I hope with LGBTQ rep." All that means is, that doesn't even mean that they want to have a main character who's queer. That just means that, like, maybe someone in a fucking background's like, my wife and she's a woman. Like, that could be it. They were asking for a crumb and you're like, we care about gaming and fun and not modern agendas. But will he show you what they're responding to? No. Because even drunk dumbass Andy knows, if he were to show the innocuous response or question they asked, they would know, like, hey, that's a crazy response. And you know how I know that? Because I showed that same response in my video, and people were leaving comments still to this day saying I'm being disingenuous because I didn't show what they were answering, even though I did.
Well said, boys. So if you go watch the trailer for this game, Knight's Path, bro, it just looks based as hell. It's just knights saving hot chicks, bro.
That's not what the trailer shows, by the way. Here's the official trailer for Knight's Path. And he says it looks based and you're saving hot women, right? I just see a guy walking and swinging a sword. Okay, now it's a sword fight. Killing a guy. Fighting another guy. Fighting another guy. Fighting another guy. Another guy. Did you guys see the hot women that they're saving? There's a dragon. Did you guys see the hot women yet? Do you guys see the hot women yet? The trailer's over. Well, we have 12 more seconds left. Maybe they'll show the hot girls at the end. Maybe they'll show them saving. Nope, that's a snail, which is on Steam. And that is the trailer. It's done. So nothing about hot girls. Nothing about saving hot girls or any women. But you know what game does have you saving women? And you know what? The vibe of this game visually looks more like Indica to me, which was an insane game. She's out here to save her girls, to save Bianca. Now, granted, I will say Knight's Path is probably further away than X-Voto. X-Voto comes out late next month, so it has more footage to show. But of the two games, one of them shows actual gameplay footage and in depth, and the other one is just guys fighting in a suit. But what did he say this game was like?
Saving hot chicks, bro. That's all we've ever wanted. So, guys,
hot
we're
chicks.
kind of at the end of the video here, and I promised that I would suggest you three base
games. Two of these games you can't even fucking play.
Games um, to replace the slop. So instead of this new slop Horizon game, you should play Sleeping Dogs.
This isn't even okay. Now, to be fair, I did see Dead Domain talk about this part, but I have my own thoughts, obviously, too. But this isn't even the same genre of game. Like, imagine if you were like, "Oh man, I have this energy drink. I don't really like it. I want a different energy drink." And I was like, "Okay, why don't you try a banana?" And it's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That's nowhere near the same." The only thing they have in common is like you can put it in your mouth. But like Sleeping Dogs, like why not recommend Monster Hunter? Because you didn't play it. But why not recommend like another multiplayer game? Why would you go Sleeping Dogs? And I love Sleeping Dogs. I played the shit out of the definitive edition. But that's not the same thing. That's not even apples to oranges. That's like apples to Sleeping Dogs. Like that's not the same comparison.
I replayed it again in December, and it came out in 2012. This is I would say objectively this is one of the most underrated games of all time. The car battle mechanic where you'll be fighting with somebody from car to car, and there's a button where you can jump on their car, and there's just so many incredibly fun mechanics in this game. It's a very fun game.
I should play Sleeping Dogs. I told you I have played Sleeping Dogs. I played all of it, including the DLC.
It's primarily a kung fu game, but then you can also get guns in it. The story is great. The main character is based as hell, dude. He's so freaking based. Just such a badass main character. This game is honestly a breath of fresh air to.
He doesn't even. He's such a terrible salesman. He cannot sell you on fucking anything. His reason to play Sleeping Dogs, he said, it's just he's based. The guy's based, and there's guns, and it's kung fu, and there's he said car mechanics.
Many incredibly fun mechanics in this game. You can jump on their car where you'll be fighting with somebody from car to car, and there's a button where you can jump on their car, and there's just so many.
There's a button when you can jump on their car. Yeah, you can do that in fucking Spider-Man 3. That doesn't mean anything. There's just so many fun mechanics. Tell me about the mechanics. AndyPants is so intellectually bereft that he cannot describe a game he's trying to sell to these audience. Yeah, there's a button you can press and you can jump from car to car. Okay, what about the story? Oh, the story's based. Can you at least tell me, like, he was a cop and he went back to Hong Kong in undercover, and he's an undercover cop of the gangs, and there's some of a morality system where you get to decide how far he goes to keep his cover? Like, not even that? Andy, you love ad copy. Just read the ad copy. A vibrant neon city teeming with life, Hong Kong is our location, busy streets, and markets high one of the most powerful and dangerous criminal organizations in the world, the Notorious Triads. Players Wei Shen, the highly skilled undercover cop trying to take down the Triads from the inside out. You have to prove yourself worthy as you fight your way up to an organization, taking part in brutal criminal activities without blowing your cover. Destroy your opponents with brutal hand-to-hand combat using an unmatched martial arts system. Dominate Hong Kong's buzzing streets in thrilling illegal street races, and tear it up in explosive firearms action. Like, just read the ad copy.
Incredibly fun mechanics in this game. It's a very fun game. It's primarily a kung fu game, but then you can also get guns in it. The story is great.
What a sell.
The main character is based as hell, dude. He's so freaking based.
You can't even tell the main character's name.
Badass main character. This game is honestly a breath of fresh air to play. Another game that my buddy Sneed, aka Dean, made me play. And you can play it in lieu of this Minecraft indoctrination, communist indoctrination slop.
It isn't. This is the equivalent of him saying, "Don't play this fucking slop game that's indoctrination," and he's talking about Mavis Beacon teaches typing. Like, this is the level that AndyPants is grifting at. Untold levels of just rock bottoming. He's through the bottom of the barrel at this point. He's eating the fucking gravel.
Is The Godfather on Xbox 360. So I think for PC, the game is on abandonware. I couldn't get it running on the PC, so I had to buy an Xbox 360 copy. It was like $50, so it was actually pretty expensive. But if you love the classic 2000s era of GTA games and you never played Godfather, do yourself a favor and please play this game, because while the story of the game does follow the movie, the gameplay and the taking over rackets and taking over the city. I'll say this: the mechanic for your mob kind of taking over the city is better than what is done in GTA. Overall, it's not as good a game as GTA for.
What a terrible pitch. What a terrible pitch. His pitch to you is, first off, if you have a 360, kudos, but you have to buy the game, which is $50, which is expensive, especially because the game came out in 2003 or whatever fucking came out. So you have to have an Xbox 360 because you can't play on PC. It's about $50 to play. And he only recommends it if you have not played, if you played Grand Theft Auto and not played this game. Look, what a
favor and please play this game, because slop is the Godfather.
Let's just go through it again.
Xbox 360. So I think for PC the game is on
abandonware, so it's not available.
I couldn't get it running on the PC, so I had to buy an Xbox 360 copy. It was like $50, so it was actually pretty expensive. But if you love the classic 2000s era of GTA games and you never played God,
so if you like GTA games from the 2000s, which is most GTA games, you've never played this game, then you should play it.
Father, do yourself a favor and please play this game, because while the story of the game does follow the movie.
Wow, The Godfather, the game follows The Godfather, the movie? No way. No way.
The gameplay and the taking over rackets and taking over the city. I'll say this: the mechanic for your mob kind of taking over the city is better than what is done in GTA. Overall, it's not as good a game as GTA for sure.
I'm sorry, that kills me every time. What the fucking pitch is this? What sales pitch is this? All he's amounted to say was, this is more expensive than it should be, and it's going to cost you more effort to have access to this game. But if you are able to get access to this game, it's not better than GTA. It does one thing better than GTA San Andreas, which is the taking over territory. But by every other metric, the GTA games are a better pick. And guess what? You can still play the Grand Theft Auto games from the 2000s. You can still play that. You want to know why? Because they're on PC. Now, granted, I know the Definitive Edition visually looked a bit like ass, but you can still play those games on PC. And if you have an Xbox or something, I think you can play them. I think you can play them on your Xbox One and your PS5 or PS4 and Xbox 360. You can still play them. You still have access to them. But that's his sales pitch. But
the mechanic in which you take over rackets and businesses and slowly take over the city, that is better than anything done in GTA similarly.
You will never convince someone to buy a game based off of one mechanic that it does slightly better than the other game, but the other game clears it. Like, imagine if I was trying to pitch you guys on, what was I just playing? Like, let's say Horizon Zero Dawn. And I was like, Horizon Zero Dawn is a game and it has a really good hacking mechanic, but like BioWare's Mass Effect is way better overall. But Horizon Zero Dawn has a really good hacking mechanic. It's like, oh fucking okay, but you're telling me the overall game, which is not just hacking, is worse, is a more inferior product than the game you're comparing it to? But you want me to spend $50 on a game that is hard to get, that requires me to have, at this point, an ancient gaming system, and then pay $50 to play a game that I'm not even nostalgic for, because I probably wasn't even playing games when I was in that era. I mean, I was. But your audience probably wasn't even alive during that era, and you want them to do all that? Insane.
A third base game you can play instead of the AI slop of Highguard, something with some actually personality in it that was actually a good game, is Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. I prefer it personally to Mercenaries 1. It came out in 2008. Came out right before open world games dominated everything, but it's actually really hard, and it's a very unique a very unique open world game.
He was just complaining. He said that this came out before open world games dominated, but this game's different, you guys, because it's hard and it's also an open world game. Andy, I'm going to teach you something about language and expectations, right? If I say this is a TV show, this is an anime from long ago, and it's not an isekai, even though every anime is isekai now, this one's not an isekai, but it's still fantasy. I'm drawing a comparative line between the quality when I say this game or this TV show is not an isekai. When I talk about how this is before, fucking open world games dominated, and then the next thing I say is this game is also open world, that flattens it. It deflates my point. Because this is just then another open world game. Were there not open world games that were good, that were hard?
It's not just, make things explode game. It's not easy. You actually have to plan and tactically work out things. And I highly recommend it. So, and of course, Matthias Nilsson and Peter Stormare are very based characters in the game. Lastly, boys, one final thing. I wanted to call out my other channel. If you just search AndyPants Retro Gaming, you'll find it. I often get requests on my channel for me to review games. But here's the thing. This channel you're on right now, it's become more of a anti-woke, like the videos that get popular are people want me to talk about woke stuff. And I've kind of gotten painted into that corner, and that's what I'm stuck with.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No fucking way. No fucking way. He just admitted it. He just admits it. He's admitting it. He's stuck. Oh my God. This week has been such vindication for me. You guys know I've said this, that his heart's not in this, and this is all fake shit for him. He's stuck. He is stuck. He's made himself this guy. And he knows it. He knows it. He knows no one wants him for anything else. No one wants him for his opinions on reviewing games or whatever. No. They just want him to be this guy. And you can hear it in his voice. Like, listen again.
If you just search AndyPants Retro Gaming, you'll find it. I often get requests on my channel for me to review games. But here's the thing. This channel you're on right now, it's become more of a anti-woke, like the videos that get popular are people want me to talk about woke stuff, and I've kind of gotten painted into that corner, and that's what I'm stuck with. And to be honest, when I put reviews of games on this channel, nobody watches them, nobody seems to care.
I literally said that in my last hold on wait, because I don't people think I'm just like making shit up. This is all he has. He cannot be anything more than this. He is creatively bankrupt. And he's stuck. You can hear it in his voice. He is trying so hard to be like, I'm so badass. Look at all these gay and black people and they're gay and they're trans and they're disabled. And it's like, you're just spouting off buzzwords. Andy, you are 42 years old, man. Your wife's never coming back and your kid is going to hate you. This is your legacy. This is all you have. Fuck it, keep going, man. This is easy content for me. Keep doing it. I love it. Keep doing it. Bar for bar. Bar for bar. I said this. Bar for bar. I said he was stuck. I said he was stuck. I also said that no one cared about his other videos. He thinks people want to listen to his own ideas with his little podcast. 11,000 views. Nah, buddy. People don't give a shit about what you think about like a podcast. They just want their hate machine. Don't talk about things outside of the hate machine, okay? We want you to talk about why these modern games, which is all you talk about, why modern games bad and old games good. That's it. Don't talk about anything else. Don't do that. Otherwise, we're gonna give you like huge announcement, 52,000 views. No one cared. You guys, I told you this earlier in the stream. I look like Nostradamus because these people are predictable. Listen, one more time what he says. He says almost bar for bar what I said.
Call out my other channel. If you just search AndyPants Retro Gaming, you'll find it. I often get requests on my channel for me to review games, but here's the thing. This channel you're on right now, it's become more of a anti-woke like the videos that get popular are people want me to talk about woke stuff, and I've kind of gotten painted into that corner, and that's what I'm stuck with. And to be honest, when I put reviews of games on this channel, nobody watches them, nobody seems to care.
Bar for fucking bar, damn near. I called this motherfucker out to a T. I'm telling you, oh my God, this is so, what a way to end the stream. What a fucking way to end this. I've been on a vindication streak this week, it feels like. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yes, I've told you, I've been telling you guys in almost every video I've covered of AndyPants, he is bad at this grifting shit. He's very bad at it. Like, as for a many subscribers that he has in his view numbers, the amount of traction he has within the grifter community is negligible because he's given up the ghost. He's straight up said, I honestly, truly can't believe he said exactly what I said he was. Like, I give him credit for being that self-aware, but he literally is telling you he's a grifter. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good. This is so good. He doesn't even pretend that he's not a full-on grifter. And I had freaking, that's a Ravens vision. I have my observation hockey was going nuts, okay? But I told you guys something about myself, right? A while ago. I said I'm a real hater because I will do the research to look into it and articulate why I don't like something. So I can tell when someone's faking the hate. I hate these motherfuckers. I hate all these grifters. I hate them so much. And my hate's pure and real. So I can spot when they're fake. That's why I say Synthetic Man's the GOAT. He's a real, genuine loser. He truly hates his life. Everything about him is misery. He gets watched because he wants to see a man deteriorate. His audience doesn't like him. But for AndyPants, I smelled that fraud a mile away. I smelled that shit a mile away. Bar for fucking bar. I said that in my last, I uploaded that video on AndyPants 3 days ago. He uploaded this video 1 day ago. And this isn't even the first time I have mentioned that fact about him. I've said that for over like the months I've been watching his videos on and off for content. This is what he is. He is a soulless fake man. He has to dip into the anti-woke well every fucking time. He admitted himself that if he talks about anything else, no one fucking cares. No one cares. Right? And unlike AndyPants, I have not tied my entire financial future into being some sort of angry man on the internet. Exactly. May he find peace because it won't be from us. Exactly. He's not. I love this shit. I told y'all, and I've been telling y'all, these people are fucking miserable. I have stated this so many times. I have made this video about them being miserable so many fucking times.